And one of the great stories, one of our city's own. And, I had the luxury as a young kid to watch his father play at Galileo High School and break record after record after record in the AAA for Galileo High School, Turkey Bowl winner. But to see 24 years later, his son Ray Davis get drafted by the Buffalo Bills in the 4th round, and to see him celebrate with his son after his story, his journey from going to Temple, to Vanderbilt, to Georgia, or to Kentucky, and not to mention his childhood growing up in Fillmore, California. We know how tough that is. Let's bring in Raymond Davis, the father of Ray Davis, because I know he's a proud father right now. I've seen the smile on his face. I see the smile every Saturday when he saw his son breaking tackle after tackle, score touchdown after touchdown for Kentucky. Raymond Davis here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game, one of my favorite high school players of all time. I'll put him up there with Antonio Cooks, put him up there with Donald Strickland at Reardon High School. Raymond, what's happening, my man? Good morning.
How you doing, my brother? Good morning, my good brother. Good morning, good brother. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. I know I could just hear it in your voice. You're so fired up. I seen you with the Buffalo Bills shirt on Saturday. You had the hat on. Just take a step back and just seeing your son's journey. How proud of you are your son, Ray Davis, and how much, I know you're excited to be going to Buffalo, but how proud of you is your son after he went through all the trials and tribulations to get to this point?
Well, I'm ecstatic, man, to be honest with you, brother. My son went through a lot, like his journey from a young kid to a young adult, and it's just amazing, just watching him grow as a young man, day by day. He went to boarding school, and in the beginning he wanted to leave, but it made him become a man, so I'm very excited and happy, man. I'm just ecstatic, man.
We see so many guys take advantage in a good way of the transfer portal, because I feel like a lot of the old heads are like hating on the transfer portal. Everybody leaves and bounces. What has the transfer portal done for him as a player to put him in a position to succeed?
Well, honestly, the transfer portal did justice for him. He took a faith on himself going to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt wasn't that good of a team at that point, but he went out there and handled his business. But going to Kentucky really opened up everything. Kentucky was a wonderful school, wonderful atmosphere, and I think they brung out more into him. Like, they showcased him a little more than the other schools did, like such as with the passing game, because Raymond's like a dual threat player. He can do everything, pass, run, receive, everything. So, transfer portal did real good to us.
Yeah, and he played like you. I mean, you were a great player back in your day. He's a solid player, great player. I think he's going to do wonders in Buffalo, backing up James Cook, but I think it's a great addition to that offense. The way he dominated in the SEC, did that even take you by surprise? Because going to Kentucky, you played the big dogs, right? I know Vanderbilt does, but you got a lot more talent at Kentucky, and he held his own against the big dogs, especially that Florida game.
Well, you know what? Raymond always have it in him, brother. I said, my son, when I see my son, I see myself. His vision and everything that he has. At the end of the day, he just needed a chance to show what he got. So when we went to Kentucky and he handled his business in the SEC, was the main thing for me was just, he finished school, get his education, get his degree, and he did that at Vanderbilt. So, we took a faith of leap and went over to Kentucky and he handled his business.
All right, so he gets signed right here by the Buffalo Bills. How'd you guys feel?
Well, we felt wonderful. Bills liked him from the beginning. It's one of the teams that liked him. So, at the end of the day, I feel like it's a good fit for him in Buffalo. With Josh Allen, you got James Cook, you got Keon Coleman's coming in. So it's a good fit for him. Sometimes it's not where you get what number you go in the draft. It's where you end up. You got to be in a good situation, because a lot of guys get drafted early, but they're not in a good situation. And I feel like Buffalo is a wonderful situation for him.
What was it like sitting through that process? Obviously the first round goes by Thursday, second and third round on Friday, and then you're sitting there Saturday. What is that whole process like for a father? If your son's stressing out, but what is it like for you sitting there waiting for your son to get that phone call from anybody, whether it's Buffalo, the Niners, or whatnot? What was it like going through that whole process of just sitting there waiting for your son's name to be called?
Well, it was kind of wonderful, to be honest with you, because we had all our family there. It was wonderful just having there, even though you didn't get picked first round, second round, third round, and fourth round he got called. But it was like mind-boggling a little bit. It's just amazing, the process and everything that he, that he went through to get to where he at, and to hear his name get called from the Buffalo Bills. It was amazing, because now we Bill Mafia, man, and I just can't wait till he gets started. Go out there, mini camp, and handle his business, and do what he got to do. Like I said, we come from the inner city, San Francisco, the Fillmore district. So a lot of people don't make it out of there, and just seeing my son make it out of there and just be proud, man, it's just amazing. It's just amazing, man.
So you're going to be at the tailgates with Bill's Mafia doing belly swans into tables and stuff?
Nah, Raymond, you're not doing that.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'll be there, man. I'm Bill Mafia, man. I'm gonna get to know the people. I'm gonna try to jump on the table or something. We're gonna have a little fun, man.
Hey, Raymond, for a quick minute, because we always talk about high school sports, and Shasky's from the private school. He went to Reardon, and he's a Sacred Heart SI. He's always talking about the WCAL, but I'm the public school district. Athletic Academic Association. And those games between Galileo and Washington was must-see. It was the game in the city. And I think people forget. We always talk about David Henderson, rest his peace. He was a great running back. My guy, Antonio Cooks in Washington. But I think people don't realize how good of a player you were. There were articles after articles, whether it was the Chronicle, the Examiner, the Independent, on who you were. You were 5'7", but you had lightning speed. You played quarterback as a sophomore. You played running back. I think people slept on you on how good of a player you were.
Yeah, man, I was wonderful, man. I was one of the top players in San Francisco, maybe not the top, but I was top one or two. We had Antonio Cooks, playing against those guys, like in the AAA. A lot of people didn't know that the AAA had good players like that because it was always focused on the WCAL. But at the end of the day, the AAA we had power guys. Yep. We had Smashley, we had Marquez Shaw, we had Fidel Pugh. We had guys all around. We had the Sensei Williams from Lincoln. Yeah. We had Muhammad from Mission. We just didn't have that opportunity to get that looks like other people did. But we had talent, man. It was. Like I said, I was one of the top players, and like I said, not top one or maybe top two in our whole league for years, man. So at the end of the day, the AAA was a good thing for me.
Hey, he was number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the scouting report. I saw him when I was a sophomore in Washington. Galileo came to Wash. Wash was up 14-0 the whole game. In the fourth quarter, 3 touchdowns from Raymond Davis. It's like, damn it, stop Raymond Davis, man. Raymond Davis, why is he killing us? You know where the ball is going.
Here's the thing. Does your kid believe the stories? Does he believe the hype?
Nah, you know what? To be honest with you, everybody used to always tell him rest in peace, Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi, my guy. I want to give a shout out to Chi-Chi because at the end of the day, Chi-Chi was there for my son. He was there, like driving him, making sure when I wasn't around, Chi-Chi was around. So, I want to give a shout out to Chi-Chi, rest in peace. And it's just again, like, it's just amazing, man. Just amazing the feeling that my son's a Buffalo Bill and we made it. Because again, like I say, he's an inner city kid. Yep. Born and raised San Francisco. He got a college degree. He did what he's supposed to do. He worked hard, and he deserved everything he got coming to him. Like I said, it's his journey, and I'm just in it to be there with him and support him and everything. But this is his journey, and I love every bit of the journey.
Oh man! So Josh Allen, you excited for that?
Yeah, I'm excited for Josh Allen. I think he'll be a good compliment to Josh Allen, also to James Cook. Like I said, and I can't wait to get up there, and talk to those guys. Hey, I'm a fan, so at the end of the day, I just want to be a fan of my son, and we go from there.
Hey, well, Raymond, I think everybody in the neighborhood is proud of you, man. Everybody in the city is proud of you. We love the video of you sitting next to your son, your son walking outside, just kind of shaking his head like, I can't believe this is true. But we're really proud of you because we know the story. You've been a strong father for him. You've been supporting him. I love watching your videos on Facebook when you're traveling to whether it's Knoxville, Tennessee, or Athens, Georgia, behind the edges. You've been there every step of the way, so it's really cool. We want to show some love and throw some flowers to a local kid who's made it to the NFL because you're right. Not a lot of people make it out of Fillmore. Not a lot of people make it out of that neighborhood. I know first and foremost it's a tough neighborhood to crack, but you guys made it, and you should be proud. So we wanted to give you your flowers this morning.
Hell yeah.
Sure. I appreciate you guys. All love, brother. All love, Vontae. Sure, brother.
Anytime, Raymond. Raymond Davis here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game.
That's a proud father.
Proud father, man. Those type of stories make me cry. They're real tearjerkers, man, because, you read his story, you could read it in The Athletic. He had some bouts with homelessness, Ray Davis. His family, they had struggle. And Raymond Davis, who we just talked to, said, man, get this kid out of here. If we need to go to a boarding school across the country, then we need to do what we got to do. But I need to save my son. He helped save his son, and his son saved himself. And his son did the rest of the work, going from Temple to Vanderbilt to Kentucky, the balling out like he did. Should be proud, man. It's one of our own. Whether you're a private school kid or a public school kid, it's